Space to maneuver at the 40. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point.
But how about this, a fake? And this is caught. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Haskins to throw it. Got his man, Baker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports. The play fake. Here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. They go play action with Haskins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Kawan Baker, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Haskins back to the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, it's Harris. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Haskins. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Haskins will throw.
Quick slant finding Claypool.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 4.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. On play action, Haskins. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Huntley to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Stephon Sullivan.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Just like that. Hey, Mike 52. Cut.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Sullivan. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play action. Haskins. It's brought in by Harris. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Hardman on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Check 31, check 31.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Lane. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now it's Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Haskins on 1st down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Lane.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On first down, it's Haskins.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool,
his second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small.
There he goes left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
53, check 53.
Now it's Haskins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback...
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time.
I'm the best in the game.
Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.
In your face.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 29, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Check.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Aaron Robinson.
And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Chiefs touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
Butker on for the PAT. That'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, well, this loss means they'll have one more shot to avoid the dreaded 0-16. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.